What does it take to win the most coveted peace prize on earth? And why did one of the most powerful men in modern history, a man who brokered peace deals, stopped wars, and reshaped the Middle East, walk away empty-handed in 2025? The answer lies beneath the headlines, in a story of ambition, legacy, and invisible line between power and peace. Stockholm, Sweden, 1888. A wealthy Swedish industrialist named Alfred Nobel opened his morning newspaper and read his own obituary. It was a mistake. His brother had died, but the headline haunted him. The merchant of death is dead. The man who invented dynamite, the man whose inventions had killed thousands. Alfred Nobel realized this would be his legacy. But what if he could change that? On the 27th of November 1895, Alfred Nobel signed his last will. He left behind 31 million Swedish crowns, one of the largest private fortunes of his time, and he declared it should create a prize, not for war, not for power, but for those who had conferred the greatest benefit to humankind. It will be given to 5 categories: physics, chemistry, medicine, literature, and most famously, peace. The Nobel Peace Prize was to be awarded to the person who had done the most or the best work for fraternity between nations, the abolition or reduction of standing armies, and the promotion of peace congresses. From guilt, a legacy was born. December 10th. Every year, on the anniversary of Alfred Nobel's death, the world's attention turns to a single ceremony in Oslo City Hall. Here, beneath the gaze of kings and diplomats, history is written with a gold medal and 11 million Swedish kroner, roughly $1.2 million. Since 1901, the Nobel Peace Prize has been awarded 106 times to 143 laureates. It has honored legends Martin Luther King Jr., Mother Teresa, Nelson Mandela. This is not just a prize, it is immortality. But here's the thing about immortality, it's not for sale, and it cannot be seized by force. Donald Trump has always been a man of superlatives. The tallest buildings, the biggest deals, the most powerful office on earth. But there was one prize that always eluded him, the Nobel Peace Prize.
You should be able to get the Nobel. I said, I stopped 7 wars.
That would give me a Nobel Peace Prize.
What would happen? What would happen if Israel?
I deserve it, but they will never.
Nobel Prizes, I never even got a mention. For the Nobel Peace Prize.
Trump has been open about his desire, in fact, obsessively open. I deserve it, he said in June 2025. I should have gotten it 4 or 5 times. His frustration, Barack Obama won it in 2009, just 9 months into his presidency. Trump never forgot that. But Trump believed he had something Obama never did: results. In 2020, Trump brokered Abraham Accords, historic peace agreements between Israel and several Arab nations. Then came his second term. He claimed to have ended 7 wars. And in October 2025, he achieved what many thought impossible. On the 8th of October 2025, Trump announced that Israel and Hamas had agreed to the first phase of his 20-point peace plan for Gaza, a ceasefire, hostages released, aid flowing into Gaza. This is a great day for the Arab and Muslim world, for Israel, and for the United States of America, Trump declared. World leaders praised him, close allies and rivals acknowledged progress. Even Barack Obama said the end of conflict was within sight, though he did not mention Trump's name. For Trump, the Gaza deal wasn't just diplomacy, it was personal. It was his ticket to the one prize that had always been out of reach. Inside the Norwegian Nobel Committee, 5 individuals hold one of the most powerful decisions in the world: who wins the Nobel Peace Prize. The committee does not answer to presidents, it does not answer to public opinion, and it certainly does not answer to campaigns. By August 2025, Trump had collected more endorsements than almost any other candidate in recent history. But there was a problem. The deadline for Nobel Peace Prize nominations is January 31st. Most of Trump's endorsements came too late. They counted for 2026, not 2025. And timing wasn't the only issue. Critics argued that Trump's approach contradicted the Nobel vision of peace. Beyond that, experts say this record did not align with the values of durable peace and international fraternity. On the 10th of October 2025, the Nobel Peace Prize was announced. Maria Corina Machado, a Venezuelan opposition leader who had risked her life to defend democracy. The White House was furious. The Nobel Committee proved they place politics over peace, said a spokesperson. For Trump, the prize slipped through his fingers. But this story isn't over. Trump's Gaza peace deal, dismissed by skeptics as fragile, began to hold. Hostages were released, aid increased, the guns stayed silent. Even critics acknowledged Trump had achieved something presidents had failed to do for decades. Experts began to change their tune. If the Gaza deal leads to lasting peace, Trump could be a major contender in 2026. New campaigns began. Supporters argued the Nobel Committee should correct its mistake. Trump looked toward expanding the Abraham Accords. If Saudi Arabia goes in, everybody goes in, he said. But respect is not enough. The Nobel Peace Prize is not awarded for confidence or charisma. It is awarded for something more intangible. The Nobel Peace Prize has always been controversial. Gandhi never won. Obama won too soon. Kissinger won while war still raged. So the question isn't whether Trump deserves the Nobel Peace Prize. The question is, what does the prize even mean anymore? Can any leader claim to be a true peacemaker in a world where peace is transactional and fragile? Trump's defenders say he stopped wars and saved lives. His critics say he undermined global institutions and prioritized power. The truth, perhaps, is somewhere in between. As 2025 drew to a close, Trump's name was already being submitted for the 2026 Nobel Peace Prize, his odds higher than ever. If peace holds, he may be a serious contender, but the Nobel Committee does not bend to pressure, and it does not forget history. The Nobel Peace Prize is not about winning, it is about becoming. It reflects not what you have done, but who you have become. Because in the end, the Nobel Peace Prize is not a trophy, it is a mirror. So here's the question. Does Donald Trump deserve the Nobel Peace Prize? Is peace measured by deals signed or by the durability of those deals? Is it about results or the values behind them? What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. History is not written by those who seek glory, it is written by those who seek truth.